was invited to where they wanted me to speak. It was in Live Oak. 35 was insane.
That's where I live, Judge.
Well, going there was easy because, you know, you had vision, the lights were out. Going back, all I could do was pray, God, please let this GPS not lead me off a highway that does not exist. And it is pitch black. And there's nowhere to pull over to the right. So if the police were behind me, I would turn on my flashers and say, hey, there's no place to pull over. I would. And you know what? And depending on who the judge is, I don't know if I would do a bench trial or not. I'd be like, I would say, Bashan, are you on the jury? And then after that, I immediately went to another gala. And that didn't end until 10:30. That was for the veterans. So it was great. I was. And I talked to my mom. And when I talked to her, guess what she said? Stephanie, you're sure saying the word like a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, I went to the barber shop and got a haircut. So if I say the word like, you all have my permission to buzz me or something. But someone did give me a book because I was supposed to speak on people who inspire you.
How did your speech turn out?
Oh, I think, well, they said it was very entertaining, but the funniest part, I go there and the person who invited me to speak was someone who was actually on jury duty. And so they said they were looking for a speaker and they're like, I know the perfect person. And you know what ended up happening? The expectations were so high. I said, could everybody lower your expectations for my speech? But the impact you have on people's life. So at the second gala, this lady came up to me and said, you don't remember me, do you? And I said, yes, I do, Miss Perkins. And she wrote a book. And she told me I'm in it. So I'm like, wow. So I'm going to read it. Oh, can I see the file on Judge Rita Williams, please?
Yes.
Oh, and then I tried to make it back in time to watch the game. And by the time I made it back to my humble abode, it was already in the late second quarter.
It,
Oh, it was.
I loved it every minute.
I did too, because, and let me just tell you why I loved it. I loved it for Jalen Hurts, and this is why. And I'm no Jalen Hurts fan, you know, all because of the LSU connection, but because the last time they played them, he should have been MVP. To me, MVP should not be based upon who wins. It should be based who's the most valuable player. So I was happy that they won. And if I were a gambler, which I'm not, I would have put my money on that in Vegas, but
I would have put money on that, the Homes would have still not any interceptions.
oh, I would have.
Or
I mean, I thought at least one, but not like, what do you do, 3?
Niall,
Because you know what I would have done?
unplug that fan in my room, Niall.
Excuse me, Miss Williams. Thank you. So anyway, I would have,
Excuse
I
me.
would have thought it would have. Oh my gosh. You're on mute. Remain on mute until I unmute you. Somebody's messing with the fan. That's what we used to do when we were young children. And Vashawn, I'm glad I had a chance to apologize to my grandmother before she passed, because we would walk home from school and she babysat us, right? And you have the box fan in the window. We would stand in front of it like we smelled so great. She never said, y'all smell bad, but there's a schoolhouse smell that you get. It's indescribable. All right, Miss Abrams,
Yeah.
on this case,
Judge, this is the case where the extension was in, weeks in occurred. This is a supplemental report
Mhm.
that was sent in before, the extension.
all right, and this is where zero has been paid, correct? All right, Miss Williams, you can unmute.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. So we have an issue.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
All right, you need to start paying.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't have an excuse. I just don't have any work right now. I'm living with my dad. He has dementia. He really doesn't have no one but me and my kids. My mom passed, so it's hard right now.
So here's the thing, my understanding from reading everything is that one, he's receiving SSI. Everybody can't be living off of his benefits. And you've
He's
been
not.
on,
Yes, ma'am.
but you've been on probation since 2018 and
Right.
you paid zero.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no excuse for paying zero.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to pay something.
Okay. I don't. Is this the judge I'm speaking with,
Yes, it is. That's what the robe is.
Miss Boyd?
Yes.
Um, I was gonna ask you what can I pay to get, because this has been like a burden on me. I
Well,
know I can't afford $4,000.
here's the thing. You know what was a burden?
Yes,
And I'm not
ma'am.
trying to be mean,
I
but
understand. No, I understand. With anything you say, I understand.
yeah, because I mean, the theft of property, that was a burden on somebody. So
Right.
you would have paid something.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be done with this, but you have paid nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's been since 2018.
Well, I was trying to see if my sister,
I'm sorry, see if your sister could do what?
if she can let me borrow like $1,000. I was just telling my other probation officer here in Houston to see if I can pay something to get out, because I know I won't be able to pay 4,000, and I will have to pay her that back.
Mhm. But I mean, you're gonna have to start paying something. And I wasn't the judge who placed you on probation previously. I don't know why somebody hasn't already told you you need to start paying
Yeah,
something
but
back.
and I also had asked I had asked before the previous time, is there any way that I can like talk to that judge to lower the things, and they told me that wasn't an option.
No, I mean, you have to pay what you owe. And I'm not even, the problem is I have some people who are on probation and they paid something, you paid nothing, zero. And that's been zero since 2018.
Okay, so can I ask one question? I only have one.
You can ask many questions.
Okay, because I signed the year extension. If I was to pay something within the year and it don't be the total $4,000, would I be punished then?
I'll consider things, but you need to pay.
Okay.
All right, you need to pay $1,500.
Okay, if I pay $1,500, can I give y'all a call and let you know that the $1,500 is paid
Oh, yes.
and get off?
Well, we'll see once you pay the $1,500.
Okay. Cause I'm gonna try to borrow that from my sister and just try to pay her back in babysitting.
All right, so what I can tell you is while people are with me on deferred adjudication, I don't allow babysitting. I don't allow them to have employment with
No,
my,
ma'am, I do hair as well, but it just doesn't bring in. I just started really. I just got a hair school. I just started braiding. It's not bringing in any big money yet, but I do braid hair as well. Yes, ma'am.
okay. All right, so just so you know, in this court, I don't allow people on probation to be home health care provider or to work with minors.
No, ma'am, I don't do any of that.
All right, probation, is there anything else? All right, thank you.
Miss hello,
Yes,
Miss Bo. Is this Miss Boyd again?
Yes, this is Judge Boyd.
Okay, so Ms. Boyd, if she was to let me
This is
borrow the
Judge Boyd.
I'm sorry, Judge Boyd. I'm sorry. Excuse
Yes.
me, Judge Boyd. If she was to let me borrow the $1,500, can I then give Miss Fuentes a call?
Oh, you can call whomever. You can call probation.
Okay. Well, I'll try to do that within the week if that's okay.
Yes, that would probably help you a lot.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Abrams, do you need to speak with her?
No, Judge, I'm sure.
All right, probation will call you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Deputy Laura, as you know, I normally don't have problems with people calling me Miss Boyd, but that was a different circumstance.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day.